Well, Isabel, my day has been going great until like a few hours ago when I don't know what my body is disagreeing with, but my butt has been exploding. It's great. To Rambler, really like getting a look inside your home. Saw that you still had some space to furnish, so I thought I'd give you some. Thank you for hosting me with a gift. Now that would make me happier than hearing I chose well. So yeah, she liked my open space. There's a thing to fill it with. From Serrano. Snup touchdown. Making easy money sounds good, right? Well, it's never that easy. Some folks that look like they're just sailing through life might be working real hard behind the scenes. No shortcuts, kiddo. You know, unless you had rich parents, in which case, yeah, you get shortcuts. She gave me a garbage pail. You know, I can make use of that, so, like, I'm not gonna be upset about it, but still, she gave me a garbage pail. Viva! Hey there, Night Flyer. How goes, Squeak? It's the latest. Hey, what are you up to for the next 7 hours? You wanna hang out? Just kidding, Squeak. I know I say this every time, but I would freaking love to. It has been over a decade since I actually, like, physically hung out with someone. Like, I would love to just hang out with someone for, like, a bunch of hours. Like, it's just how I roll. Sounds lovely. Trying to think of things to, like, ramble about today. I can't really think of much other than, you know, just given the warning. If there's a random jump cut, it's because my butt's exploding some more, and, you know. I don't even know what it is. I almost want to say, as kind of dumb as this sounds, at least to me, it might be because I was doing a bunch of stretching earlier. Like, I've been watching the 8-Bit Drummer more than I used to, just because it's a nice chill place. If you ever just want a chill place, listen to dude play drums to music. It's pretty nice streams. But he does a stretch break every, like, hour of his streams. And I was like, you know what? I really need to, like, start working on cardio. And stretching does help a bit with cardio. So it's like, alright. I'll while he's doing his stretch break, I'll basically, you know, quote-unquote, join in by, you know, doing some stretching of my own. So, like, I was stretching for, like, half an hour-ish. A little longer, actually, because Frisk stole my chair, so I was like, you know what, I may as well just keep going. Like, and honestly, like, my shoulders feel a lot looser than they were before. I really need to stretch more. That is what I have learned today. But, yeah, it might be because of that. I wouldn't blame what I had for supper, though, which was hot dogs, because I just don't like hot dogs, so I like blaming them for things. You might be like, if I don't like them, why'd I have them? Because that was supper. And sometimes you eat things you don't like particularly all that much, just because that's the food you've got to eat. Like, I could have made something else, and I'm probably gonna make more food later, because, like... Okay, not only... And this may be a bit controversial to people who like hot dogs, but I honestly find hot dogs to be like a D tier food. Like, it's edible, but barely. It's, you know, they're not very good. They're just kind of there. Oh, today you're making me pick between Pinky and Caroline. What a super evening. Blah. I want to chat. Guess what? I was playing single player hide and seek, and I won. Support. Aww. Caroline. Tina! Glad to see you. I love how it almost feels like she's calling us Peanut, and that's adorable. Let's chat. Well, fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Squeak. You know what? I'm gonna do the KK concert now, and I can sit directly between them. If it isn't the cool cat who puts the hep in my step. Steven, you ready for me to wail? Let's hear it, man. And as always, if y'all have any suggestions you want to hear, leave them in the comments, and I will request them. I'll leave it up to KK. Dealer's choice, huh? Cool. Got a slick one for you. Take a seat and we'll jam. Because there's exactly 2 chairs that way, exactly 2 chairs that way, if I sit exactly here. Right on, tuned up and ready to roll. This is the mood for a little KK Disco. Little KK Discovery. Alright. No, I kind of hate that abbreviation for Star Trek Discovery. That's them trying to really get away from Star Trek Discovery abbreviating to STD. Which, you know, is what it is of the Star Trek franchise, but, you know, Picard isn't much better. Well, Picard's actually worse, because it kind of murderizes things even more, but yeah, like, I find hot dogs to be a very D-tier food in, like, their taste, and also, like, a very D-tier food for how filling it is, because it's really not. Like, hot dogs will be through you so freaking fast. Like, there's barely anything to them. And then, like, it just goes right through you. And it's like, I guess I gotta get more food now. Like, when it comes to, like, street food, it might be a C at that point. But, like, I can think of so many other things I would rather get as from, like, a food truck, you know? Or, like, a little food stall. I mean, like, pretzels. Pretzels are nice. Pretzels stay with you for a while. They're not... I would say they're not as good for you, but really hot dogs aren't that good for you either. Like, they got some protein to them, but that's about it. They're generally really salty. Like, because they're usually kept in a brine that's really salty. So, like, they're really salty. Even if you can't taste it, there's a lot of salt in them. Generally, if you can't taste the salt of a hot dog, it's because it was frozen. I don't know the complete science behind it, but if you freeze salt, it basically loses its flavor. So yeah. But, yeah, I'll probably get some, like, pasta or something. We got some pretty nice pasta upstairs. So, like, that would work. That was a pretty nice tune. As always, I do apologize that I can't just drop my gob and let KK play. Right on, man. Let me give your pockets a glance. Slipped you a boot of the show. That was, like, unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial my direction. And the reason I'm okay letting KK just kind of go at the end is there's so much extra ambient noise that, like, I don't think it would get claimed. There is always a chance still. Fuchsia! Fuchsia's in that one. Oh, I remember our sketchy girl Fuchsia. Have I talked to Diva yet today? I don't know. I'm talking with her anyway. Come back for more, huh? Okay, I have already talked to her. Must be my winning personality this week. Oh, right, yeah, 'cause she wanted to hang out. Yo, nice samurai shirt. Looking revved up and ready for anything. Think something like a hygiene safety hood would work with that color? Boom. I wouldn't wear it, because I'm pretty sure that's something that would cover my mouth and nose, but, you know. I'll try it on. I probably won't keep it. Well, I mean, okay, no, it doesn't actually cover it, but, nah. Though that does give very, like, Hema mask vibe. So, like, you know. Yeah, like, it's one of those things, if I almost want to do, like, my personal tier listing of, like, popular foods, or popular ways of cooking food, because I know I would probably get a fair bit of flack for it, but I feel like that's because people know I'm not wrong. People would fight me on that, though. Like, I've gone on my whole little ramble about, people having things done well done, you know, the well done to rare to whatever, you know, and how I'm in the camp of, if you cook it right, well done is the best, but you need to cook it right, and if you can't, you're just a bad chef, if you can't do it on your own anyway. I will always fully acknowledge that in a restaurant setting, a chef cannot cook a proper well-done steak, or well-done anything, purely because they can't stop to adjust heat. It's really jangling my nerves, ticking me off something fierce too. And maybe you should stop fishing, man. Fishing's supposed to be common, so let's take a break. Put the rod away, stare at the stars for a bit. Wait, I don't think I checked the beach right in front of my house. No, wait, did I? No, I don't think I did. He was having a seat. No, she stole my seat. Because, like, honestly, I would say, like, a rare steak is pretty, like, C tier. But a properly cooked, well-done steak. Which is not an easy thing to do, but, you know, I feel is also a pretty good indication of how good you are at cooking, is whether you can do it or not. Like, that's like A tier. I don't think... I'm trying to think through, like, foods. If I would ever classify a food as, like, properly S tier. Just a general food. Like, there's, like... So, like, there is a type of, like, sugar cookie that you can buy at supermarkets that I really like. But it's a specific brand. So, like, I can't say that and I would say that cookie is S tier, but sugar cookies as a whole are kind of A. You know. I was dig running into you, Steven. How's things? Let's chat. It's great today. I'm gonna lay down in the grass and talk to some bugs. It's fair. I need to go to the Able Sisters. They're about to close. I got like 10 minutes to come see them. I don't want to miss seeing my girls. Like, that's the thing with doing, like, generalized tier lists. Like, if I was to do, like, specific foods, then yeah, I could easily get some S's. But, like, even, like, pizza in general, I could not put as, like, an S because there's bad pizzas. So, as a general, it would still be an A. You'd have to really start getting, like, specific before, like, I could really get behind S-rank pizza. Because, like, even with that, like, there's... Like, pizza is one of those foods that if you don't make it right, it won't taste very good. Sorry, silly, since I'm inside the shop all day, but sunny weather helps me work faster. Maybe it's just that I'm making shorter sleeves. I don't know, looks like you're making some... Okay, I mean, two non-existent, one short, one kind of long sleeve. Yeah, you're making some short sleeves today. But like... I know I've gone on this little ramble before as well, but I just like posing this question because, like, it is, in my mind, a pretty valid question to pose of at what point does pizza stop being pizza? To whoever fishes this out of the surf, I was messing around the old tool bench, came up with this DIY idea that you're holding right now. Whoever you are, I hope you're in the mood to craft up a brainstorm. Take a chance and try it out. Better get to it, chief. Iron armor. Yes, I can now make iron armor. Something a Minecraft player can do basically the moment they start the game. I remember for a while there was like set seed speedruns of like making iron armor. It's like, really, guys? I'm always mixed when it comes to speedruns. Because on one hand, I understand the appeal. And they do seem kind of fun from time to time. But like, I also don't get it when they get that specific. You smelled something yummy? Because I'm making something yummy. What you making? So I'm making some orange pie. The best part, you can make it all you want once you know the recipe. I know, take the recipe, then we'll both be able to fill ourselves full of deliciousness. Qua. I've never had an orange pie, but I'm not a fan of pie, so... Man, this is just food day. I've gone on that ramble before. Like, honestly, like, pie is so easy to mess up, and if the pie crust itself does not taste good, the entire pie is ruined. It doesn't really matter what's inside of it if your pie crust does not taste good. I also forget what I was talking about before. I was talking with Weber, so... How are you, Gala? Let's make today our best day ever. Oh. Yawning. It's kind of hard with my butt exploding to make it the best day ever, but it's still a pretty good day, so... I think I'd started on, like, the whole, like, when does food stop being a food? You know, a certain food and start becoming something else. Because, like, it is a case of, you know, let me pose something to someone that might, you know, say, you know, if you call the pizza, it's still pizza. Like, okay, let's say you take a tortilla. You use that as your base. Instead of putting sauce on it, or no, as a sauce, you put taco sauce. The stuff that you can get in little bags. It's like a little taco sauce. You put that on it. You then put your ground beef, taco seasoning, all that stuff on it. Sprinkle some cheese on it, then you put it in the oven and you bake it. Is that a pizza just because you say it's a pizza, or is that a taco? You know? Welcome back, my BFF. It was a pleasure to have you. I'm not your BFF, man. Okay, let Dr. Ed prescribe the perfect activity for huge groups of friends. Go to an amusement park. Really like up front they are. The promise of amusement is literally part of the name. Don't get me started on the snacks. I sold myself, Greenhorn. I'm actually the biggest fan of amusement parks. Like, there used to be one in the province I live in called Upper Clements, but I was to a few times, and like, it wasn't bad, but like, it was very much a case of, and I would have to like ask the one friend I've still got that like I went to Upper Clements with. But like, the general thought I would have while at Upper Clements was I could be having just as much, if not more fun in my backyard right now. Because like, it's like when you're at an amusement park, you're more or less... I want to say, like, the way I want to word this is probably close to how I feel about it. It's basically like a case of you're having mandatory fun. Like, you know, the roller coaster is kind of fun, but it's always the same, and it, you know, it's fun because it is. Like, that kind of thing. Like, meanwhile, like, if you're just, like, playing around in your backyard, and the backyard I had as a kid, there was a big forest back there, lots of sticks and stuff, lots of big yard to run around in. Like, bonus of growing up in the country. Like, you could always do something different. And, like, if like, you're hanging out with some friends, and... you know, y'all are, like, messing around, and then you're like, you know, I want to do this. You're all doing that now. You know, you want to, like, trying to think through some of the things we used to do. Why can I not think of anything we used to do? very rarely had friends over, but like, memory, please work with me here. TV, turn on. I can remember I had friends over, but I cannot remember what we did. Like, we'd play video games. I know we'd do that, but I'm trying to think of, like, outdoorsy stuff. And I know we did outdoorsy stuff. Having a broken memory is so frustrating. Because it's like, I know if I were to, like, message that friend who I'm thinking of and be like, hey, you know, the crap did we do outside when we were younger? He could probably tell me no problem. And it would start bringing back memories for the moment for me to remember too. And then they'll be gone by tomorrow. Like, I don't know why I can't remember. Well, I know why I can't remember, but like, complications. But yeah, back to my, is it, you know, would that be pizza or a taco? Like, I imagine a fair few of you would be like, well, you just described a baked taco, basically. And it's like, great, okay, now replace the tortilla with pizza dough. Is that a pizza, or is that still a taco? Like, just replace it with a dough. It doesn't even have to be pizza dough. Just replace it with, like, bread. Is that now a pizza, or is it still a taco? I would argue it's still a taco, because it still has the primary ingredients of being a taco, not the primary ingredients of being anything else. You know, unless you do, like, a bread base, you know, you do a bread base, which, like, bread makes an amazing, like, a bread dough makes an amazing pizza base. But, like, at that point, you're making taco bread, basically, which, you know, that isn't, at that point is no longer a taco, but it's still technically a taco because it's taco bread. And then you get the thing of like, well, is the taco pizza? It's like, okay, but it has no, like, the reason I would be willing to say it is taco bread, but not a taco pizza, is because it only contains one of the core ingredients of a pizza to call it a pizza. Meanwhile, bread is one core thing. It's bread. Bread is bread. You can have different kinds of bread, but bread is bread. So we got this statue to come donate. I kind of forgot about that. And I would talk as Blathers, but like he doesn't actually like blather on about statues and artwork. If this is even something I can donate. I don't know what we've got and what we don't. I just keep going with statues because like statues are kind of easy to, you know. I probably don't have it, but I've also only been picking up statues, so. But, like, and for those who may not have caught the ramble before, like, the base components of a pizza, dough, sauce, cheese. Those are the basic things you need to make a pizza. You need the pizza dough, you need some sort of sauce, and you need cheese. If you have two of those three, it's still a pizza. Because you still have 2/3 of a pizza going on. If you've only got one of those, it's not a pizza anymore. Like, that's more or less how I look at it. Do I want to do Paradise Planning today? I kind of do, kind of don't. Like, I'm just rambling about food. I may as well go to work. Saturday night's a good night to work. But yeah, like... food is a complicated thing. And I really wish there was, like... Whoops, wrong thing. No. I do want to fly. Just, I want this one. I want to go to work. Yep, I'm all set, ready to go. Let's get me airborne. That's the name of my Puzzle Pirates crew. Because, yeah, I somehow end up just being in charge of almost every MMO guild I'm ever a part of. It's great. And then people wonder why I'm so reluctant to ever join guilds in games. It's like, maybe because I don't want to lead it. Even in, like, World of Warships, I'm basically, like, second in command. I may not be the direct leader, but I'm, like, deputy commander kind of thing. And it's like, I don't want the... You're getting a house. Just from that look, you're getting a house. Like, I never wanted that high of rank or responsibility. Yep, ready to work. Let's get me working. Heck yeah. And I know exactly who I'm helping. Watch them also want toilets. That would be amazing. Get 2 toilet paradises? Like... Heroes train! Okay, so he wants... Agent S! Having to come here with dreams of your own happy home vacation too? Oh wait, I just realized, you motherfuckers, it makes those... Trez chic vacay homes. A vacay home, but I need a vacay housing specialist to help me set it up. Yeah, I can do that. What was I rambling about before this? I don't remember. Oh no. Alright, well. So they want a gym. We're doing a lot of, like, fitness facilities. Alright, let's see. Heroes like to be secluded. Because, like, they don't want their base of operation to be found. So, we're gonna go for... We're gonna go for here. Because, like, this is a nice area. It's nicely, like, covered. You can defend it. It's pretty hidden. So, like... If you know, they want a superhero gym, they need, you know... They need to be pretty hidden. Oh, yawning. Gosh, this is the perfect spot. My vacay home will be right here. I'm super excited, sidekick. Alright. Gonna leave you to it. Better. Alright. So. Get a nice little folding chair. Just put it, like, right there. Let's see. Godzilla can live up here, guarding the place. Let's see. I want... You'd probably be, like, in here somewhere. I want to give them, like, a campfire. Because I feel like a campfire right in front of that chair would be pretty nice. I know the idea is to, like, keep this place secret. That's why I want to give a campfire, not a bonfire. If I even can. I'm not honestly sure if I can or not. There we go. Campfire. Because, like, it doesn't always have to be lit either. So. There we go. There's the outdoors setup. I think that's pretty nice. Godzilla up here. Godzilla can defend the place. Old Godzilla was stomping around Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman bursts from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade. I would say if anyone understands that reference, you're old, but that song's been remade a few times, so you may not be very old. I know I'm pretty old. I'm becoming older. It's one of those things, if I try not to let the existentialism of that get to me, but also at the same time, like, I'm nearing a third of my life being over. Like, that's a lot. You know? And, like, I don't want to let that get to me. Because, like, it's kind of lame to let that get to you. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but like a third of my life is over. So it's like, I don't like that feeling. It's definitely not a good one. Actually, let's go with, like, corner fades on the opposite side. Gotta keep this place nice and cool. And, like, I almost know that there's gonna be people like, nah, it's nothing to worry about. What do you worry? It's like, I'm not really worried about it. It's just, like, the existentialism of it. Where it's just like, man, you know, a lot of my life is gone. It's not, like, most of it, by any means, but, like, you know, I don't like any of those walls. Kind of like the feel of that. We still got windows going on. But yeah, it's just like... And it is very much a case of, like... I would actively encourage people to try to fight that kind of feeling. Because, like, it's not good. And even I'm actively trying to fight it. Like... It's basically a case of I'm trying not to let the existentialism win, you know, because I know it's pointless, you know. Okay, well, I mean, they're wearing blue. I can tell blue. Can I put, like, a jetpack on the wall? I can. Okay, they need a jetpack on. And they get, like, a change of zap suit in case they need it. Like, okay, we need, like, a music player. And they really don't have a music player in their thing, so let's find them a music player. Let's see. A bed could also be nice to have. Thinking high-end stair. Now let's see if I can find a nice bed. Everything's kind of grouped together, so. Do 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 do. Cryo sleep pod. There we go. I'm thinking this is pretty much done. Let me get my camera out. Let me poof myself out of existence and them out of existence for the moment. Not much in here, but like, less is more when it comes to a gym. So. Yeah, I'd say everything's ready, sidekick. Sweet! Been waiting for this sidekick. Sparkles! Training grounds for a hero. There we go. I hope they liked it. You're such a huge help today. Since you're here, do you want to hang out a bit, sidekick? Nah, I gotta head back. Hey, no worries. You're always welcome here. Bye! Alright. 12,000 more pokies. Job well done. Yep, 12,000 pokies. That's settled. I'm gonna clean up the office for a little bit. Clever and dust are sneaky things that can pile up when you're involved with the rest of life. I'm not accepting any vacation home requests while I'm busy, so why not go enjoy a well-deserved break? Alright. Oh, you should go say hi to Nico. Nico got back a moment before you and went straight upstairs. I'm sure he enjoyed a visit. Or he'd enjoy a visit. I suppose I should do that, because I'm gonna forget. So I need to do that now. Hey man, what you doing? If I connect this to that. No, that doesn't work. At all. Wow! How long have you been standing there? What was I thinking about? Working on a new DIY recipe. Well, I really want to make one. I can't land on a good idea. Maybe it's hopeless. If only I had some kind of hint or something. Well, that's it. You've done DIY projects, haven't you? Maybe tell me about, say, every single one of them? Give me some ideas? Please, I'm a desperate monkey. Alright, I can tell you about all the ones I know. Yes, I owe you one. So here's every DIY recipe I know. They're all in this handy little phone. Oh, you made all that? With all those different materials, even stuff you can't get around here? You're like my DIY idol. It stands for Dedicated Inventor You. Anyway, I got lots to think about now. Thanks. When I come up with a new recipe, I'll be sure to share. Say, have you ever thought about using some of that DIY furniture in your vacation home designs? I bet Lottie would love that. You should tell her all about the stuff you've made. Anyway, my break is about over, so I'm gonna head back out to the pier. Neat. I could change up my work outfit, but I think I kind of like the outfit I got, so. Now, I will talk with Lottie next time. Because, yeah. I want to try to get to bed at a reasonable time tonight. So. Ooh. Hot dog. They're a hot dog. Thinking real hard about where I'd like to vacation. Count my own island. It's fair, you are a hot dog, though. Why are you a hot dog? I mean, I suppose the question is, why wouldn't they be a hot dog? But also, why are they a hot dog? Like... It's weird, man. Really weird. Yeah. I'm trying to, like, think of anything I might want to ramble about at the end here, but I'm basically done for today, because again, I do want to try to get to bed at a reasonable time. Let's be real, 43 minutes of recording, leading to probably about 40 minutes of video. That's a pretty reasonable length for a video, so let's just pop our butt down here, and we'll let KK play us off for today. So with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where I will probably be buying some turnips. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? If you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.